Hey everyone, remember the last time when we came across the word charge? Symbol Q, unit coulomb. Well, today we are diving into it a bit more. So, what's charge all about? There are actually two types, positive and negative. The negative ones are called electrons, and the positive ones, those are protons. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Are there other kinds of charges? For now, let's just keep our focus on these two important buddies. Imagine we have got two cute dogs. In one picture, there's a happy little puppy taking a bath, and then there's another dog running away from the shower like it just saw a monster. See, just like these dogs, particles have their own personalities based on their charge. One dog loves the bath while the other is terrified of it. It's kind of like how electrons and protons act differently because of their charges. It's funny how the puppy is excited about the bath while the other dog is scared and doesn't realize it's harmless. This shows how different charges can act. So, just like a happy puppy, which is a negative charge, we can call it electron, and the scared puppy, which is a positive charge, we can call it protons. Now, if there are two happy puppies, and if there are two scared puppies, so what happens? The negative charge, that is the happy puppy, goes and meets the positive charge. They're kind of like those happy dogs making friends with sad ones. And this happy puppy is also going and making friends with the sad one. So just like our happy puppy, which is drawn to the scared dog, electrons and protons are attracted to each other. This attraction is because opposite charges naturally pull towards one another, creating a strong bond, just like friendship. But when we look at the electrons and protons that are alike, like two happy puppies or two scared dogs, they push away from each other. You see, just as friends of the same kind often need their space, like-minded charges repel each other, they run away from each other. Okay, so what we understood, two opposite kind of charges, that is negative charge and positive charge, comes towards each other, that is they attracts each other. Two similar kinds of charges like negative charge or positive charge and positive charge runs away from each other. That means they repels each other. Well, from where we can conclude, opposite charges are called unlike charges. Same charges are called, or similar charges can be called as like charges. Negative and negative are like charges. Positive and positive are like charges. Positive and negative as well as negative and positive are unlike charges. Unlike charges attracts, means come towards each other. Like charges repels, means runs away from each other. Okay, so now just like the dog, imagine the charge as the amount of happiness each electron or proton has. Just the dog had their unique personality and happiness level, every electron and proton has a specific charge value. Experimentally, it has been calculated that an electron has a value minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Is that very difficult to remember? Well, no, it's not. You'll remember it in due course of time. So think of this number as the happiness of the charge. Okay. So charge is measured in coulombs, its unit is coulomb, and the minus sign is for negative charge. Similarly, a proton, which is positive charge, it has the same value, 1.6 into 10 to the power 19 coulomb. Only the signs are different. One is minus sign, another is plus sign due to the names negative charge and positive charge. Well, so as I told you, the charge on one electron is represented by the letter E. E for electron, and there is a minus on the head of E. That minus, that negative sign is for the negative charge because electron represents negative charge. So the value of E minus is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Well, we know that an atom is made up of electrons, protons and neutrons. And electrons are actually the revolving particles. So in atom, the electrons revolve around the nucleus. And guess what? How many electrons are there in this nucleus? Let us count. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if one electron has a charge of minus 1.6 into 10 to the power 19 coulomb, the total charge of electrons in this atom are 6 into minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, 6 times of one charge. So that gives us minus 9.6 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Well, I have calculated this. Now what about protons? If there are 6 protons inside the nucleus, so the total charge of the protons will be given by 6 times plus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So if we just do this mathematics, we get plus 9.6 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Well, so what is the total charge on this atom? It is represented by Q. As I told you, charge is represented by Q. Total charge of any particle, any material, any atom is represented by Q, and it is equal to the charge, total charge on the electrons and the total charge on the protons. So it is of the same value for this case because number of protons and number of electrons are same, 6 and 6. So we get minus 9.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb plus 9.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. That gives us 0. So that means this atom has no charge in total, but it has so many charges inside it. So the mathematical value comes out to be 0. This makes this atom neutral, that means without having any charge. Well, now again, let us take a material. Say it's a metal where there is atoms, there is a nucleus inside the atom, there are protons, and there are so many electrons. So we do not know the number of electrons because there are so many and we are not going to count it now. So let us take the number of electrons is n. So what is the value of n? If there is only one electron, the value of n will be 1. If there are 2 electrons, the value of n will be 2. If there are 3 electrons, the value of n will be 3, and so on. So if we don't know how many electrons are there, we can just take it as n. Now total charge in a material can be calculated by multiplying the number of electrons with the value of charge on one electron. The formula is Q equal to n multiplied by E. Q is the total charge, n is the number of electrons, and E is the charge on one electron, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Well, let's note down this formula. Q equal to n times E. This is all about charge. See you on the next day to understand current. Goodbye for today.